Hello, good morning. My name is Richard. Welcome to Over and Over and Over Again, the Arsenal podcast. This is a special live show. It is the Champions League draw for the Arsenal women. The draw is going to be starting in about 10 minutes' time. So we'll have a little bit of a build up to it. It'll be coming up the other side of this. So exciting moment for the Arsenal women. Of course, we did make it through the group stage. Maybe a little bit fortunately in the end. The game against Hoffenheim, of course, last week was pretty disappointing performance, wasn't it? Lost 4-1 over there. As you can see, the draw isn't quite ready to go yet, but it will be very shortly. So we will bring it out very, very soon. There's only three possible teams that we can get, of course. As runners up in the group, we can only get a group winner. So it's either going to be PSG, it's either going to be Lyon, or it's going to be Wolfsburg. Of course, Wolfsburg were the team that knocked out Chelsea, if you remember. So obviously it'd be a tough draw wherever we get. I guess PSG are probably the weakest out of those three that we could potentially draw. So I suppose that would probably be the more favourable draw. But we know it's going to be tough. It's a quarter-final of the Champions League. It is over two legs. The games are the last 2 weeks in March. So we've got a long time to wait for this to get prepared. Obviously, we've got Leah Williamson should be fit and back in the team by then. So that's a positive thing to help us obviously make progress if we can. They're also doing a semi-final draw as well. So we'll know who we would get in the semi-final. Of course, that would be a completely open draw. So we could get Barcelona again, of course, or any of the other group winners that make it through. So it is going to be a tough competition for Arsenal. We know that. You could look at it and look at the results of the teams that qualified. We got the least number of points. We lost the most amount of games. So you could say we're the weakest team in it, but I don't think we are. I think in a knockout competition over two legs, I think at home in particular, I think we can give anybody a game at Boreham Wood. Although, of course, you never know. The games might end up going to the Emirates, mightn't they? We'll have to see what happens with that. But either way, it's an exciting moment, isn't it? Champions League draw. Of course, coming up later today as well, it's a Continental Cup quarter-final draw as well, which we're in. Us and Chelsea, of course, got a bye due to us being in the Champions League. So we will see who Arsenal women get in that competition as well. Competition which we did win, of course, a couple of years ago. So another big competition. There's a lot to look forward to in 2022 for the Arsenal women, isn't there? So, and this is, of course, one of the big moments, isn't it? The Champions League draw. And I say, see who we are going to get. Just have a look and see how we're going over there. No, it's still not started yet, as you can see. It'll be getting underway. I think it's due to start at 12 o'clock, but you know what they're like. They end up talking and going on for about half an hour, so we'll see. But obviously, we will be bringing it to you as we get going. Of course, we were disappointed yesterday, wasn't we, that the game against Brighton got postponed due to COVID. I guess it wasn't really a surprise, was it? A lot of games have been called off in the men's and the women's game over the last few days, and that would have been, of course, our last game of the year anyway. Women have a break now, don't they, until January the 9th, or January the 8th, actually, the Fridays when the first game's back, isn't it? Chelsea are playing West Ham, aren't they, or whoever it is, I can't remember now. But anyway, that's on a Friday. So, it was a break anyway. It's just a shame, really, because it would have given us an opportunity. With Chelsea's game already being called off, it would have given us the opportunity to increase our lead at the top to 7 points. And although Chelsea would have had a game in hand, it is nice to get the points on the board, isn't it? Nice and early. So that was disappointing, actually, that game was called off. But we perhaps needed a rest. You saw how tired we looked against Hoffenheim. Pretty poor performance that was in the end, wasn't it? A poor defeat, 4-1 it was that we lost. But we did go through, which is why we are in this draw, of course, coming up very, very shortly for you, which is going to be a good draw, isn't it? Let's just hope we can get. Well, it doesn't matter who we get. As I said, it's going to be tough, isn't it? We know it's either going to be PSG, Lyon, or Wolfsburg. I say Wolfsburg with a team that knocked out Chelsea so impressively the other night. They beat them 4-0. They did get a 3-3 draw as well away at Kings Meadow. So that would be a tough draw. Of course, Andreas on the show knows his German teams pretty well, and he didn't particularly favour us getting Wolfsburg in the draw, to be honest, because He knows how good they are. But having said that, it's not until end of March. We've got plenty of time to get our form back, get some resting players, get a few players fit. Tobin Heath, hopefully Leah Williamson, as we said, and let's go again. And I'm sure that we can produce a good performance in the 2 legs, whoever we play. And we've got a chance of going through. I believe that we have. Can we win the tournament? When you look at some of the teams that are still in it, I don't know. We see what Barcelona did to us over 2 games. They beat us 8-1 over the 2 games on aggregate, didn't they? So, are we able to turn that around if we get to play them again? We don't know. We saw what they did to Chelsea in the final last year. But ultimately, every game is 11 against 11, isn't it? You start like that, and there's no reason why we can't go on and get the victory, and get through. But we'll see who we get first. The important thing is that we get through the next round, isn't it? So let's see who we get. We've got Melvin in the chat. How you doing, Melvin? Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Just lucky today. I got a few days off work in the build up to Christmas. I thought I'd come on and do this draw. An exciting moment for the Arsenal women, of course. Champions League draw, of course. Arsenal men haven't been in a Champions League draw, have they, for a while? So it's nice to be able to enjoy a Champions League draw with Arsenal in it. This is the only way that we're going to get to see one. Certainly for the next few months. You never know the way things are going at the minute in the Premier League. We may be doing a Champions League men's draw next season as well. Hopefully, we'll have to see. Still a long way to go, but we are 4th currently, of course, going in to the new year. That was a good performance against Leeds, wasn't it? Actually, on Saturday, I think we all enjoyed that. Probably our best performance of the season. Although has to be put into context. Leeds were struggling with injuries. They did look very poor on the day, but ultimately you can only beat what's in front of you, and we did the job, and it was a great performance. Some great goals. Good to see Martinelli scoring as well. So hopefully this time next year we will be looking at an Arsenal men's Champions League draw as well. Let's hope so, because we need to be back in that competition. It'd be great, wouldn't it? But the women have done it. It was we struggled to qualify in 3rd place last season, didn't we? It took a good win over Manchester United in March, and then of course it did take a good finish to the season as well to clinch that 3rd place. And then of course we had to go through qualifiers to get into the group stage, and then of course a tough group stage, which we did manage to just scrape through, as we saw the other night. A disappointing performance. Terry's in the chat. How are you doing, Terry? Good to see you, mate. He said, good morning, Richard. Fingers crossed the girls get a good draw. Yeah, hopefully this don't go against us in the league now. Chelsea are out. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that on the women's show the other night, actually, that Chelsea now, obviously, without being in the Champions League, they can throw everything at the league, can't they? Whereas we are going to have to prepare for these games coming up. Not till March, to be fair. We do play Chelsea away in the league in February. So there's a bit of time between it all. So I don't know how much it will affect it. Obviously, Chelsea don't have these extra games that we will. But ultimately, you want to be in a competition, don't you? You want to get as far as you can. And I mean, Chelsea got to the final last year, still managed to win the WSL. So, I know they've got they did have maybe a stronger squad. I'm not sure if they have this year. Yeah, we'll wait and see. They're struggling at the minute, aren't they? So I think this break for them has come at a good time as well. It's come at a good time for us with the injuries that we've got. Let's just check on how things are going. They still haven't quite started the draw yet. It's not due to start for a minute or so, but no doubt they will waffle on like I am, probably for half an hour before they even pull their teams out. But we'll see. I think they're doing a semi-final draw as well, so we'll know who we would potentially get in the semi-final if we were to get through this next round. But let's see. First of all, I mean, I say for me the best draw will be PSG. Probably, I think they're probably the weakest out of the 3 teams that we could get. But who knows? At the end of the day, we know it's going to be tough. It's the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We're just grateful to be in this draw and to have got through. I think at the start of the group stage, when we saw we got drawn against, I think we were all kind of, the aim was to get through the group. We probably knew we wasn't going to win the group with Barcelona in it. And of course, they did win all 6 games, as you would have expected. And I say they gave us 2 really difficult games, didn't they? So, but we did clinch that 2nd place. That performance against Hoffenheim at home, actually, when we won 4-0, that was a crucial game in the group. That was the one that decided it. We were a bit shaky at the beginning of that game. Hoffenheim played quite well, but once we got in front, that penalty from Kim Little, we then went on to win that game comfortably. And I say that 4-0 win is what really put us through into the driving seat, really, in the group. And yeah, we stumbled over the line a little bit with that really poor performance the other night. Oh, and there we go. Look, we're just sort of starting over there. What I'll have to do, though, is that seems a bit loud. So I'm going to turn that down because it's annoying me. Right, there we go. So, yeah, we're going to be up and running with a draw very, very soon. And let's see who we get. It's exciting, isn't it? Exciting times for the Arsenal women. It's been a great year. It's been a great season for the Arsenal women so far. So let's see how we get on.
Champions League.
There we go. They're waffling on a little bit in a minute, which I knew they would. When we get down to the nitty-gritty, we will bring you obviously all the details as they come in. It's going to be good. I say it's just nice that the Arsenal women are in it. We did. I thought we deserved to go through from the group, but it was just we wanted to finish that group in real good style, didn't we? And win that game against Hoffenheim. And in the end, it was a disappointing performance. I think we all know that. And we wasn't exactly hanging on. We didn't want to lose by 5 goals, and we ended up losing 4-1, which was bad enough. But anyway, the good thing is we did manage to get through, and that's the main thing.
And I must tell you, and I probably
still a bit of waffle going on, so nothing's quite happening yet. But it's going to be good, this draw. It is going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. Exciting and a little bit nervy as well because, I don't know. I've got a feeling, my gut feeling is we're going to get Wolfsburg. I've got to be honest. But we'll see what happens. No, they're still waffling, so we won't worry too much about that. But yeah, so that's my feeling that we're going to get Wolfsburg, and we'll see how that goes. And then probably Bayern Munich in the semi-final, maybe. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Be a good day for Andreas. Of course, Bayern Munich's his other team, of course, from Germany. So it'd be interesting to see if that was to work out for him in the semi-final. But we'll see what happens there. 2-legged game, of course. That's in April. Hopefully, by then, we'll be out of travel. Might be able to go over to Germany to watch that. No doubt they're going to waffle on, I say, for a bit longer yet. We'll have to see what's actually happening.
Our groundbreaking TV deals with the zone.
They are, they're just going through a few bits and pieces. But yeah, we haven't actually had the draw yet. So I say, just to remind you, Arsenal can only get PSG, Wolfsburg, or Olympique Lyon. They're the only 3 teams we can get. The 3 group winners. Of course, we can't get Barcelona because we were in the same group as them, of course, originally. So we can't get them in the next round. We could, of course, get them in the semi-final should we both get through, but that draw will be happening as well. So it's we'll have to see how it goes. It's it's getting a bit nervy now, isn't it? It's not far away. We'll find out who our quarterfinal opponents are going to be. Hopefully, it will be. For me, I want PSG. I think PSG are probably the weakest team out of the 3 that we could get. But to be honest, I'm not really bothered who we get. We're in it. That's the main thing. And it's not till March. We've got plenty of time to prepare, get some players fit, and hopefully we can fly in this next round and get through to the semi-final. That'd be great, wouldn't it? And let's hope by then the travel restrictions are a bit better as well. So maybe we can get across somewhere to Germany or France for the watch the game. That'd be really good, wouldn't it? But we'll have to see, obviously, how that goes. Let's have a look at what's going on at the minute.
Make it to the quarterfinals on the last match day. Congratulations, Tabea Vas.
No, they're still just waffling, so we won't worry too much about that yet. We'll go there very shortly for the draw as it comes on live and see where we are with it. See who we get, see who the other teams get as well. Of course, Barcelona potentially are going to get an easier game, haven't they, as soon as they won the group. So we'll see what happens with them. Juventus, they could, of course, get Joe's old team. Would have been nice for us to have got them, wouldn't it? I mean, we still could in the semi-final, I guess, if we both get through. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, to meet Joe in the competition. I'm sure you would enjoy that as well. But Juventus, of course, did qualify out of Chelsea's group. That 0-0 draw that they got with Chelsea was the thing that maybe done for Chelsea in the end, wasn't it? Are they showing some, of course, the finals in Italy, isn't it? Which is going to be good. Let's hope that we were in it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be a nice way to finish the season, wouldn't it? Well, they've just got something about Arsenal. There you go. Look. Hey, see one of our goals. And there you go. A couple of Arsenal goals there. Look at that. Brilliant stuff there from the Arsenal women, of course, to get through. We don't see Barcelona, do we? We saw enough of their goals against us when we played them, which wasn't much fun, was it? A very good team, of course. Really are. Empress29 in the chat there says, good afternoon, Richard. Hope they don't mess it up like the men's draw. Yeah, imagine if they do. We draw Barcelona. Oh, no, we can't play Barcelona. We have to do it again. Wouldn't be surprising if that happened, would it? Let's hope it doesn't, because that would be a bit annoying, wouldn't it? But anyway, as long as we get PSG, then we'll be quite happy, won't we, I think? Probably. But I say I'm not overly fussed, really. It's good to be in the draw, isn't it? And that's what it's all about. You've got to be in it to win it, as they say. And we're definitely in it. And let's hope that we can get through and hopefully, I say, maybe meet Joe in the semi-final or even the final. Imagine Juventus in their home stadium playing against Joe in the final. Wouldn't that be good? But anyway, that's all for much later. we need to get through this group. I've just shown a few highlights of some of the teams that's gone through. There's Paris, of course, a team that I think I wouldn't mind getting. They're a good team, of course, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it'll be an easy game. It's just out of the 3 teams that we could get, that's probably the weaker of the 3 slightly, isn't it? So obviously they're not quite up to the level of Lyon, and I do think Wolfsburg, we saw what they did to Chelsea, so maybe we want to try and avoid them if we can, but we'll get what we get given. That's the way it is, isn't it? You know, you can't do anything about the draw. We've got a tough group with Barcelona and Hoffenheim, who are a very good team, as we saw the other night as well. So, and we've got through. So let's be confident in the girls. I know we've had a tough run of results recently since the cup final, and you know we look very tired. We've had a few injuries as well. So I think it's important that we remember that we are 4 points at the top of the league. It's been a great season. We have got a rest now. We can rebuild and go again, and hopefully in the new year we can be back to our best again, and we can really keep our lead at the top of the table, and also I say look to progress in this competition as well.
So
And they might be actually starting to draw very soon, which would be fun, wouldn't it? But anyway, we'll see what happens there. We'll keep an eye on that, see what's going on, and hopefully Arsenal can get through to the semi-final. But let's see who we get. What are we doing with it now? Oh, they're just still waffling. They're still waffling. They like a good waffle, don't they, on the draws? Drag it out a bit, I suppose. Why not? Adds to the excitement and attention, doesn't it? But we'll have to see. Maybe they will mess it up enough to do it twice, as they did with the men's one. But I say hopefully this time next year we'll be looking forward to the men in the Champions League as well, won't we? Oh, they're just doing some other more waffle now. Forget about that. But yeah, so let's hope so, because I say the men are going well at the minute in the top 4. So who knows? Maybe we can have both teams back in the Champions League together again. Be the first time for a few years, won't it? Well, the first time for a long time for the men. We've not been in the Champions League since 2017, wasn't it? 2017. So it's been a long time. So we need to get back into there. But it's all about the women today, and let's hope that we can progress even further in this tournament. Empress 29 says, I hope the team learned something from the Barca match to go forward. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we would have done. I mean, I don't know what you can really do. They've just got very, very good team, very, very good players. And, you know, and we have as well. But ultimately, you could see that they are a level above pretty much everybody else. And I don't really want to compare us to Barcelona at the moment, because I think that's a bit unfair. We need to look at the rest of the teams in the draw and compare ourselves to them. And I think most of the other teams in the draw, I do feel that we've got a decent chance against. So I'm not going to be too worried about Barcelona. I'm sure if we do have to play them again later on in the competition, we'll see exactly what we have learned. But it is, at the end of the day, is what it is, isn't it? We're going to have to do what we can do. A bit more waffle again going on over there in the draw. So nothing's actually happened yet. But it's very soon now, isn't it? It's going to be happening. We're going to find out who our opponents are going to be in at the quarterfinals, 2 legs. It is going to be great stuff. Oh, there's pots there. I like to see the pots. When you see the pots, you know it's going to happen, don't you? Let's get them bits of paper, or the balls with the bits of paper in the box. That'll be nice. And let's get it done. Let's see who we get. It's going to be tense, isn't it? The tension's building as we head towards the live draw. UEFA, Women's Champions League quarterfinal and semi-final draw as well. But obviously we need to get a quarterfinal draw done first and see who we are going to get. They're going to get ready. See, I like that scene when you got little trays there with they're all ready to go. That's the good moment, isn't it? That's when it's exciting. Let's get the balls in the box and let's get going. And let's see who we get. Someone nice, hopefully, but we'll see. It's all about to start over there in UEFA land. Oh, so I see. So they've got the group winners in one pot. They've got the runners up in the other pot. And then they've got the semi-final draw in a different pot. And the final as well. I don't know why you don't need to draw the final, do you, really? But anyway, it's all good fun. And we are going to be getting going very, very soon. They're bringing someone else in now. They've got all the gang there, all ready to go. He's going to introduce himself, no doubt. But anyway, we won't worry too much about that. We just wait for the draw, which is going to be hopefully starting in the next couple of minutes or so, and see how it pans out for us. So PSG, Lyon or Wolfsburg, the only 3 teams we can get. So let's hope that we get a good one and see what happens in the next few minutes. They're just doing a bit more waffle, of course, as you'd expect. These draws do have a lot of waffle on, don't they? But anyway, they don't want to get on with it too quickly, do they? Because I guess it's not good, is it? But anyway, we'll stick with it and wait and see. It's not going to be far away now. They've got the pots out anyway, which is a bit of progress. They just need to get the balls in the pots, and then we'll be good to go. And I say, hopefully, we'll get drawn out. The last couple of draws that we've had in the FA Cup, we were last out. In the Carabao Cup, we were last out, I think, as well. So maybe we'll be last out of this one as well. Maybe it's just an Arsenal thing. Oh, it looks like we're getting ready. Look, all balls are in pots and being juggled around. That's what we like to see. The runners-up pot, of course, we'll be at home in the first leg, won't we? So the first one out of the draw is, let's have a look and see, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Arsenal? Are we out first this time or not? Let's have a look and see. Who is it?
Reigning German champions and semi-finalists in 2 of the last 3 editions.
Absolutely correct.
Oh, it's
your turn.
It's Bayern Munich. Andreas will be watching this. Bayern Munich it is. They were first out. Who are they going to play? Bayern Munich.
Therefore, we need to take our time and
let's have a look and see who Bayern Munich gets. Of course, they were runners up as well in their group.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, they've got PSG, so we won't be getting PSG, so we can rule out that we're not getting PSG because Bayern Munich have just got them. So it's going to be Wolfsburg or Lyon for us then. Let's see who's next out of the hat. It could be us, of course, these are the runners-up. We will be home in the first leg. Is this going to be Arsenal coming out now? Are we going to be the next team out? Let's see if we are. Let's have a look. Who is this?
Is Juventus.
Oh, it's Juventus. So again, it's not us. Juventus. Let's see Juventus get. If Juventus get Wolfsburg, we'll know who we've got before we even get any further. But anyway, let's have a look and see. Let's see who Juventus get. Of course, Joe's team, Joe's new team, because they're going to be the hosts for the final, aren't they? And let's see who Joe will be playing in the quarterfinals. I reckon they might get Barcelona. Let's have a look and see.
So Juve.
Oh, they've got Wolfsburg. So we're gonna have Lyon, aren't we? That's how that's gonna work out. So there you go. We don't need to draw out one. We know we're getting now. But anyway, we're gonna have to see it anyway, I guess. Let's see us come out of that. It's always nice, isn't it? Champions League draw, quarter final, and you see the name of Arsenal get pulled out of. Why are you picking a group winner? It's the runners up first, isn't it? I don't know what they're doing today. Why is she picking out the group winners for now? Anyway, let them get on with it. Let's see who this is. Oh, I suppose because it's obvious who the teams are going to be now, isn't it? Olympic Lyon, that's going to be us, isn't it? So we will be playing Lyon. There's no other option because Barcelona is the other team in there. We can't play them. So we have got Juventus against. I thought they just pulled Juventus out before.
Against Wolfsburg in
I don't know. I'm confused now. I thought that Juventus had got PSG, or was that not right? Anyway, let's see what's going on here because I'm confused now. I don't know what's happening. Let's see what this is here. Well, Arsenal have just been pulled out the thing, but I'm not really sure what that means now. Oh yeah, we're playing Wolfsburg. Oh, okay, we're playing Wolfsburg then. There you go. I don't know how that worked out. I thought that Juventus were playing Wolfsburg, but anyway. So we have drawn Wolfsburg, which I'm sure Andreas will be pleased about. But tough draw, of course. We saw what they did to Chelsea, didn't we, in the last round? So we know that's going to be difficult. And Real Madrid are going to be playing against Barcelona. So that's going to be a big game, isn't it? Real Madrid, Barcelona. Wow, what a draw for them. So that's the quarterfinals anyway. And so it looks like Juventus are playing PSG. We're playing Wolfsburg. Bayern Munich are playing Bayern Munich are playing Paris Saint-Germain. Juventus are playing Lyon. We're playing Wolfsburg, and Real Madrid are playing Barcelona. So that's the quarterfinals, which is pretty interesting games there, isn't it? I mean, I must admit, Wolfsburg isn't that bad a draw actually. They're a good team, we know that, but I don't know. I fancy our chances against them. And then who knows? Let's see what the semi-final bring in a minute. Who we would get should we get through. But I'm quite looking forward to that actually. Wolfsburg at the end of March.
So
That's going to be fun, isn't it?
the winners of the respective
We'll have to go over to Germany and meet Andreas for that. I think that would be good. A little trip over to Germany in the spring, if we were allowed to leave the country, of course. By then. We'll have to wait and see. Right, let's see what the semi-final brings us. We want Juventus, don't we? Ideally, I suppose. Let's have a look then. Who are the semi-finals going to bring us? Should we get through? Juventus is the dream at this stage, I would have thought. Let's have a look. The winner of quarter-final 4. That's Barcelona, Real Madrid, isn't it? From what I remember. So, yeah, so we don't want this one really, do we? We don't really want to play Barcelona again. So let them get someone else, please. That would be nice. Okay, let's have a look then. Who's it going to be? Who's playing Real Madrid or Barcelona? We could probably be Barcelona, let's be honest.
Winner quarter-final 3.
Winner of 3, that's us, isn't it? Oh, that's great. So we'll have Barcelona. Well, let's forget that then. Let's not bother getting through against Wolfsburg. Okay, that was a nice draw. Cheers for that. So yeah, so if we get through against Wolfsburg, we'll play Real Madrid or Barcelona, which basically means Barcelona. But chance to get revenge, I guess, should we get through. So Juventus, if they get through, of course, at home, of course, at home for the final. I mean, so they will be playing the winner of Real Madrid against Bayern Munich against PSG, won't they? Which is a better draw, isn't it, really? That's definitely the better side of the draw, isn't it, really? But anyway, we've got what we've got. We can't do anything about it now. So Juventus would potentially play Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain. They've got to get past Lyon, of course, first. So there you go. Not a bad draw for us, maybe initially. We've got Mason in the chat there says Wolfsburg. Yeah, it is, unfortunately. He says, I can't wait for the game tomorrow versus Sunderland. Yeah, if it goes ahead, hopefully it will. It's looking at the moment as though it is. He said, I'm not an Arsenal women's fan, but I want them to win it. Yeah, of course, we all want them to win it, but it's going to be tough, isn't it? And he says, yeah, I am mostly Arsenal men. Well, that's good. I mean, you know, we like both Arsenal men and women on this channel. Which is good. I don't know what they're carrying on doing now. We've had the draw. Oh, so they've actually done the draw. The winner of semi-final 1 will play the winner of semi-final 2 in the final. Well, there's a surprise. Who would have actually thought that was possible? Why are they even bothering doing that? what other outcome can you get in the final? It's going to have to be the winner of the 2 semi-finals, isn't it? Why do they even need to bother drawing that out of a hat anyway? They have, but there you go. So there you go. So they're just this confirmation of that. Then you've got the winner of the first semi-final will play the winner of the second semi-final in the final. So thanks for that, Uefa. Dave that guy says, what are Wolfsburg like? Well, they did beat Chelsea in the group stage. They beat them 4-0 the other night. They did draw 3-0 in the first game as well. So they're a good side, Wolfsburg. They're second in the German league at the moment behind Bayern Munich. They're a good side. It's going to be tough. But it would have been tough whether we got, let's be honest. They're all good teams, aren't they? They're all group winners as well. Although having said that, I mean, Wolfsburg came into that last group game in 3rd place, didn't they? So they did sneak in. They beat Chelsea 4-0. But ultimately, you know, it's going to be good. Melvin says the winner of the final will win the competition. Do you think so? They didn't draw that though, did they? So we don't really know, do we now? Because they left it a bit up in the air. They've only just drawn who's going to be in the final. They haven't decided who's going to win it yet. So they maybe should have drawn that, shouldn't they? And then we would have known for certain. Because at the moment we're a bit unsure, aren't we? Who's going to play in the final, other than the 2 winners of the semi-finals, maybe? Because that's how they drew it. So there you go. That's what they do. All competitions actually now. I think that's added something extra to the draw, isn't it? Drawing the final, that's brilliant. So well done, Uefa, for that. That's really exciting. But no, Wolfsburg are a good team. I'll say they beat Chelsea 4-0. Not many teams beat Chelsea 4-0, do they? Let's be honest. But it is over 2 legs. We are at home first, so we've got an opportunity to build up a good lead at home. Our home record has been really, really good at Boreham Wood. They may well move this to the Emirates, potentially, I guess. We did play Barcelona at the Emirates, of course, in the last game. I personally wouldn't for this one, to be honest. I think we've got a better chance at Boreham Wood on a smaller pitch. You know, it is going to be tough, but ultimately it's a quarter-final of the Champions League, isn't it? You're not going to get an easy draw, so we need to make sure that we do obviously get the win at home, and then we've got something to take over there to the second leg, and who knows, And then a semi-final, of course, Real Madrid or Barcelona, and we know exactly what to expect there. Maybe Real Madrid can do us a favour and knock Barcelona out. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And then we'd have a great chance then to get through potentially. But we've got to worry about Wolfsburg first. But it isn't until March. We've got a lot of time to look forward to that. And let's hope that we've got all our players fit by then, particularly Leah Williamson, of course, is the main one, and Tobin Heath as well. If those two are fit, I'd fancy our chances actually at home. If we play at Boreham Wood, you'd fancy our chance of winning that first leg. And then who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But a long way to go, of course, a lot of games to fit in before then. But that was a draw then. So it is Arsenal are against Wolfsburg in the quarterfinal. Juventus are playing Lyon, aren't they? I don't know. I'm sure that was how that got pulled out. But anyway, maybe it was just me. Mason said they're on holiday, so I can't watch. But score will be 3-0 Arsenal, and we'll be through versus Sunderland. Well, you would have thought we should beat Sunderland, shouldn't we? Where we're playing at the minute as well. I think there'll be a few bits of rotation in the team, actually. A few players that don't play very often. Rob Holding will probably play, a few others like that. Pepe may start as well. So, but we'll see. Yeah, we should beat Sunderland. That'll be a semi-final there as well, wouldn't it? So, lots of good cup games coming up for Arsenal men and Arsenal women actually going into the new year, hopefully. So that'll be good. Lots to look forward to and stuff like that. So, but yes, that's the draw then. So it is Wolfsburg, and then should we get through, it will be one of either Real Madrid or Barcelona. And I think we all know it will probably be Barcelona, let's be honest, because they're pretty much going to beat everybody. So that's going to be fun, playing them again. 2 more games against them, no doubt. Hopefully they've learned their lesson this time. And if we do play Barcelona, we'll get them at Boreham Wood this time. And I think it'll be a different game on a smaller pitch. And maybe we can contain them a bit better. And who knows, maybe that might give us advice. It looks like we're away first, actually, in the way that draw came out, wasn't it? We were second team out, wasn't we? So we'll be away first and then at home second. So that may go in our favour, possibly. If we can go over to Barcelona, just get everyone behind the ball, stick all our players on the goal line the whole game, get a 0-0 draw, bring them back to Boreham Wood, and who knows. So we'll see. Mason says, I need to go now if I don't see America. Yeah, you, mate, as well. Yeah, have a good Christmas. I'll be doing some more shows between now and Christmas anyway, probably. I say to watch along tomorrow, Sunderland, and maybe fit one more in before Christmas, perhaps do a look back on the year or something like that. Tuesday clinic special, but maybe do it on Wednesday because obviously the game is on Tuesday. So, yeah, have a good mate as well. We'll speak very, very soon. So that's that then. That is the Champions League draw, quarterfinals and semi-final for the women. We have got Wolfsburg. The first leg is on the 22nd or the 23rd of March. The second leg the week after. And then the semi-final, if we get through, it'll be Real Madrid or more than likely Barcelona, as we know. And they'll be at the end of April. So that's to look forward to back in 2022 in the new year, of course. Melvin says, thank you, Regina. Cheers, mate, Melvin. Good to see you, mate. We'll have to sort out that show. It's not, we can't do a Tuesday clinic this week, obviously, because the game's on tomorrow. So we'll have to maybe do it on Wednesday if you're around. I'll send a message out later on today. We'll have to organise something for hopefully Wednesday. I know Adam's away at the minute. We can maybe get someone else in as well, but we'll sort that out. So yeah, that's a Champions League draw. Thanks to everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to a big game in March, and hopefully we'll look forward to some football tomorrow night. Arsenal men against Sunderland in the Carabao Cup at the Emirates. Kickoff is 7:15, so I'll go live at 7:30 for that live watch along. So please tune in for that. And then I'll say we'll put a show together hopefully on Wednesday, maybe a look back on the last couple of games, a look back on 2021 for the Arsenal men as well, and all that will be coming up before Christmas. So please join me for that, and I will see you tomorrow hopefully for the watch along if it goes ahead. If it doesn't, then we'll probably squeeze in a Tuesday clinic instead. So stay tuned for that, but I'll put some stuff out on social media. So thanks for watching. I will speak to you all very soon. And in the meantime, of course, as always, come on, you Gunners. Wolfsburg it is. We will get through. Come on, be confident. Come on, girls.